I think it's just a great call by Coach Parker. He called a zero pressure, and I just was just trying to execute what my number was called, and I just shot the gap and tried to tackle the guy, and I was right both times.
Did you anticipate that they were going to go for it after they took the timeout? I think it was the first 4th and 1. Did you anticipate that they were going to still end up going for it?
Yeah. I watched a lot of tape on them this past season from last year, and they went for it a lot of times on 4th down. And you kind of always got to be prepared for that. And so when they came out of the huddle on 4th and 1, we were all ready to go.
Koen, as well as the defense plays, this just, I don't know, they were pill to swallow, just frustrating. I don't know, how did you kind of sum it up?
Yeah, I mean, I think I kind of really look back on myself. I think I could have played better in a lot of moments. That first touchdown they scored, I think it was the second play of the game. I had to be better. That was an opportunity when my number was called and I didn't execute. And I think look at that as that's a deciding factor. The zero pressure at the end of the game. I maybe even could have popped out on the full slide and maybe got my hand out and maybe batted that ball down. So we all just got to look at the plays that we missed out on. I think, every single time you play football, whether you're middle school football, high school football, you always leave some plays out there. I think just the biggest thing is, during this bye week, you got to obviously rest, recover, collect our bearings, and just find a way to just keep pushing more each and every practice. Find a way to give more because, there's a lot of football ahead. They're a great team. But I think we're just as good as them. And it just comes down to the daily disciplines and just how can we win the day each and every day and stack days and then stack weeks and then, hopefully stack some wins together.
Well, holding them to 35 points below their season average, 250 yards total offense below their season average, you have to feel good about what the defense accomplished.
Yeah, I mean, I really only care about winning and losing. That's really the main stat I care about. And so I'm gonna be honest, that's the number one stat I focus on. Rutgers, we didn't play that well. They had I think 300 passing yards, but we found a way to win. And I think that's the most important part. And today, unfortunately, we weren't able to do that. So we got to go back to the drawing board. Maybe tweak some things in practice. Whether it's the intensity, things like that we're bringing as players. And we just got to find a way to keep fighting and keep pushing.
You just listed off a couple of things that you felt personally you could have done better. How do you not let that eat you alive, and how do you let it make you better?
Yeah, I mean, I kind of just try and flush it. I write on my tape like a little reset button every play, and just, even when I get too high, or even too low, just try and reset, and just worry about the next play. And I think that's what we're gonna have to do this season. It's just game by game. We can't. Unfortunately, this game's over. It's a loss. Can't change it, but what we can change is, our attitude and the effort that we bring for the rest of the season.
What do you think about Coach calling those timeouts? You guys fighting until the last second on the clock. I mean, they were coming out ready to shake hands at 2013, but you guys kept fighting.
Yeah, I think that's just a testament to what Coach Parker preaches about just relentless effort. And we just got to find a way to bring that, the full 60 minutes. I think there was some times where, I know myself personally slipped on that relentless effort. So we all just got to find a way to bring it every single minute, every single second, every single play.
What did you see on their sideline at scrum before that 4th down snap, that second one?
I'm gonna be honest. I seen like a bunch of tussle, and I wasn't about to go over there. I didn't want to get a penalty. But yeah, I can't answer that question.